Hey, what's going on? I recently we had a training event, and I asked my older son football what did he think about my leadership style, and we were talking about some other people. Like some people are fun, and then they get motivated or get get in a zone or something like that. And he said with me that I am always in the zone. I am I'm always focused when it comes to training. I guess I put off this serious vibe to him. That may be a high possibility, but I I know what happens when things fail. I was never in the military. I wanted to go and be a Marine. I wanted to be a Harrier pilot. Then I when they found out about my weight plus the leg surgery that I had, they were like, "Nah, you're not getting it. No, you're not getting in a jet. No, no, no." So even from way back when, not even way back when, as a was that elementary school, used to get suspended from school all the time, fighting, fighting. The my family uh, never wanted me to go into like martial arts for discipline because they were more concerned that, oh, if you give him the ability to fight, then his anger issues will that'll just be a complete and total clash because he'll actually know what to do in these situations, and then he'll end up hurting someone. I guess I was like a hothead. I would react to people and different situations with violence, but most of the time they would bring violence to me, and I would react in kind. Now, wondering how my oldest son sees me as being serious and always focused and like I don't even know. Maybe I should have had him here to get a better understanding, or maybe I should ask other people that I'm around what is their perception of me, because I'm a fun-loving guy, but I am about the preservation of life. So there's a very thin line. There's not a lot of wiggle room that I would give to someone, because if we're doing something dangerous, I I have to be able to take full responsibility for everything that happens. If we if we're going on a hike, I am fully responsible for everyone that I'm going on a hike with, because that's just how I take things. Like, oh no, we're not gonna jump off of that cliff to get down there. No, we're gonna either rappel down slowly, or we're gonna do this, or we're gonna walk way over there to get around there. Because if someone jumps and falls the wrong way and then they're injured, or myself, I put people in a bad place because I didn't speak up. I have to take accountability on that. If I injure myself, I have to count on other people to get me out of that situation. Or if someone else injures themselves because they're doing something stupid, or they're playing around, or they're not paying attention, and I didn't say anything, then that's on me. So, yes, I'm going to come off seeming really serious. That's because the majority of my thoughts are based around violence. It may not seem like it. Everywhere I go, walk in the door, hey, how can I kill all of these people? Are you a threat? Are you a threat? Are you a threat? Are you a threat? The person behind me, are you a threat? Oh, you're not a threat? Okay, cool. Hi, I'm J.A. Dudley. Are you turning into a threat? Let's continue to talk. Is that person over there a threat? Is that person over there a threat? Oh, this bad thing just happened in here in my mind. But then it's like, oh, everything is okay. Everything is fine. I'm good. Okay, well, you have a great day. Pleasure meeting you. Everything is just right with the world. Then I start to go out the door. Is everything okay behind me? Is everything okay in front of me? Now, open this door to the world. There's a car over there. There's people doing this over there. There's people over there doing that. How do I end all of those situations? Okay, I don't need to. Now I'm in my vehicle. Now I'm moving forward. Now I'm grateful. The Father got me through that situation. I'm happy about that. Now, let me start the engine. Let me get on a road. Is that person going to cause an accident? Is that person going to cause an accident? Is something going to fall from the sky? Is the ground going to crumble beneath me? Nope. I made it home. Thank you. Is somebody hiding in the trees? Do I need to get a flashlight out and check my perimeter? Is everything good? Do I need to check the cameras? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? Is my family okay? Is my family alive? Is something that I did cause them not to be alive? I open the door. They're smiling, happy faces. Thank you. I hear the dogs bark at something. Is there a problem outside? Do I need to go outside and check and see? Are we being attacked? Are we about to be assaulted? Is somebody trying to steal something? Nope. There's another dog down the road, some coyotes barking off in the distance. Everything is good. So I'm always wound really tight. A lot of times I will go to another place mentally. My wife she has recognized within me that if I am smiling, because I don't know the facial expressions a lot of times when I'm daydreaming or something like that, but she's recognized that she'll ask me, "Oh, what are you thinking about?" It's like this exploding or this type of shootout happening, and that really, because you were smiling and nodding bobbing your head and looked like you were in a joyful mood. It's like, oh, really? I don't know. I don't know what type of face I had on or I was presenting out. Then the opposite would happen. She would see that I looked grumpy or upset or angry or something like that. And then she would ask, what are you thinking about? It's like, oh, playing with the family, going for a joyful ride, hanging out with you and hanging out with the sons. It's like, that doesn't mix. That doesn't work. When you have a happy smiling face, you're thinking about violent thoughts. When you look upset, you're thinking about happy thoughts. It doesn't translate well. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but it keeps me sane, I guess. I try my best not to stress. I will work through a problem in a situation in my head before I have to react to it. So that means my brain has to fire so fast to be able to keep up with things. then if I have to explain something to someone, it will be direct. My wife says that it's insensitive. I could be demeaning at times. It's not that I'm trying to do that stuff. It's that I'm working so many different situations and scenarios out in my head that I have to get this out to where I understand it. So if I need to understand it, it has to be simple and basic. And when I'm communicating that to someone, they're like, well, I'm not a little kid. Why are you talking to me like that? It's like, I don't know. I'm just trying to let you know what's going on so that I can make sure that you can understand what's going on in here. I don't know if that has messed up any relationships. There's been some hurdles that I've had to go through dealing with that or trying to communicate that stuff to people and seeming to work out, or people are giving me the grace to explain myself. But even with them, it's kind of difficult to say, well, hey, I got this, but if you want an explanation, here's the explanation. If you don't want an explanation, if you just want a thumbs up or okay, don't ask me for an explanation because I'm going to explain it to you. And I'm going to confirm that you understand, because if not, I'm going to leave from here thinking all these negative, violent thoughts. Oh, this is going to turn into a bigger problem because I didn't explain this part. Or maybe I should have said this, or maybe I should have said that. So I need to go correct that problem. Then when I go try and correct that problem, it's like, yeah, I totally understood what you were saying. Why are you telling this to me again? I don't know. Too many things going on in my brain right now. Why can't things be just so simple? Where I work out a few times a year, I get locked in a cage. I get a paycheck from that. I rest for a day or two, and then I go work out some more. That was a good life. That made things so simple. Everything was so regimented. But that's a fake existence. You can isolate yourself only so much, but I guess that's what I'm doing here. Having this land and this property, isolating myself, isolating my family, so I could turn my brain off for a little bit. I don't want to think violent thoughts all the time. Maybe that was just my environment because violence was always happening around me. I don't want to do that. I want to wake up, be peaceful. I don't want to hear about what's going on in the world and World War III or this or that or next pandemic. I don't want to hear any of that. Because then I'll start to go through that cycle and get deeper and deeper and deeper. So then that'll get me thinking more, and then that'll get me more aggravated, more violent thinking to have a shorter fuse. But I gotta put on a smiling face. I'm not playing a character. This is just me. I want to become the best me that I possibly can. In a clear mind, a focused mind, a dedicated, disciplined mind is where I need to be. I don't need to have anger and aggression. I need to be peaceful. I need to give people some leeway when I'm walking around amongst the world. On a forum that I'm in, I posted a picture from my training event, and they were like, "Oh, America is weird." I guess because they live in the UK or somewhere in Europe where gun culture is non-existent. Then they talked about their father and some of the things that their father did while they were over here in the United States. It's not for aggression, it's for preservation of life. I actually don't think violent thoughts when it comes to my firearms because use them, you are making a definitive statement. A statement that a lot of times you can't come back from. But a lot of those thoughts involve that stuff. So it's a win-win, lose, win-lose, win-win, win-lose, win-lose, win-lose situation. But that comes from the environment that I grew up in. That's why I made this environment for my sons so they could be at peace. They don't have to worry, they don't have to stress. They only know this. They only know the mountain. They have to listen to the mountain. They only have to be concerned about the mountain and what the mountain brings. It brings peace and harmony. It brings protection. But if you have to act with violence, you can, and then it goes right back. You don't have to walk around angry all the time or thinking violent thoughts. You can smile and say thank you. Shalom.